Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. PkDarren here. I know it's been a while. Yes, what you guys are looking at is the new bike that I got. And before we get started, thank you for everyone who still stayed following me and subscribing to me, checking up on me since the accident. We'll probably talk about the accident in another video, but today's video is just us being back on a bike finally. So anyway, let's get into this video.
When I'm walking through the valley, I won't fear an army. I lift my eyes to heaven, I know you walk with me. I'm a walking miracle through.
So the first thing what we have, this is a 2011 GXR 1000. Now the crazy part is I was looking at another 750, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was only thinking about another 750 because I had parts for, I still have my modifications and my tune setup and everything, the full exhaust and even a mid pipe for the 750. So of course it was going to make more sense to get another 750, but then I saw this GXR 1000 and I had to get it. I'm not gonna lie you guys, I don't even think about the 750. Like, I think it's kind of crazy how even like the gearing, like I could stay in first and second gear, but on a GXR 750 I'm in at least third, maybe fourth, is just cruising. On this one I can just be in second gear. I don't even think I've been up the full 6 gears on this bike. I know what's it called, I haven't actually went like full throttle on this bike neither, but let's go ahead and turn it on so you guys can hear it and we'll get into the modifications. So I will say it is pretty loud. I can always tell, especially like when you're riding in low RPMs. And the crazy part is, like, people will have their windows down listening to music. Next thing you know, in the mirror I see that they roll their windows up. So I think it is kind of a little bit funny, but at the same time it may be too loud. But hopefully they'll be able to hear me even more. But yeah, that's the exhaust. So today what we have on our bike, we have a full M4 exhaust from the headers all the way through, you know, the full exhaust. We have a couple other modifications. I plan on doing some other modifications, more practically just different color I'm thinking about of the fairings, like getting them actually painted. But we have a full M4 exhaust. We have some real carbon fiber parts. Carbon fiber. This is also carbon fiber. I do have the original fairing for this one, but it's just, you know, it's all white, but I left the carbon fiber on. Another set of carbon fiber over there. And actually, no, I think this is just, anyway, so it's blue and white, but I'm probably, never mind, I'll probably just save that for another video because I don't want to spoil it. It has a seat cover. I have the original seat, just don't have it installed. But I've been, like I said, I've been kind of MIA, just looking at all my followers' stories and just talking to people. But now that I'm back, we're gonna get more and grind into content. But other than this, you guys, let's go ahead and ride. So the bike may be loud. You guys are going to see how loud it really is, bro. It is pretty loud, I'm not gonna lie with you. And especially when you engine brake, it sounds so good. Highly aggressive. I know my dad asked if I was planning on putting another like exhaust. The only one I've heard that I actually like other than the M4 is the Brock's exhaust. But it felt so good being on a bike again. After being in an accident, I will say, like, I can tell, like, certain things certain drivers do. I feel like I get flashbacks of the accident, especially like bro, I could totally tell the difference with the 750. Totally tell the difference. But especially like when cars, like, you think they're not gonna pull out in front of you, and you think they're gonna see you, but because you feel like you made eye contact, just for you to find out like they actually don't really care that they saw you, and they'll cut you off anyway. So I know when I first got this bike and I rode it home, like, I had to like get used to the drivers again and not be scared and paranoid anymore. That was the second time I got into an accident. The first time was on a Ninja 300, and the second time was on the 750. I don't plan on being in any more accidents though. So right now I got the Gixxer 1000, but I'm thinking about getting a second bike. I still want a Guam till this day, so I'm pretty sure I'll get that eventually. I know I was thinking about getting another 750, and I know some people would be like, why do you need a 750 and a 1000? I was mainly thinking a 750 for like a daily bike I can take to work instead of taking a 1000 all the time. The 1000, we only have like, what is it, 6,600 miles. So probably not something I would want a daily just for the miles to go up, because on a 750 I had like 40,000 miles within a year, because I do like 100 miles a day going back and forth to work. So I feel like if I had the 750, that's what the 750 would be. The 750 would probably just be the daily, and the 1000 would probably just be like when I'm actually going out riding to a group ride with friends. It would probably just be the 1000. I still think it's kind of hilarious that I went from a bike with no gas gauge to another bike with no gas gauge. I think it's kind of ironic too, because a lot of people don't know, but that was like the main thing I complained about on the 750, was that there is no gas gauge. It was like the most annoyingest thing. But we're just gonna survive on that. Like I said, I plan on I still got to get a phone mount, because I don't know if you guys remember, but on the 750 I had that GPS. I had a regular phone mount, and I just had the GPS, the one that the phone mount that charged the USB that connected to the battery, and I did use my phone mount for the GPS, and that's what I would use for my maps. I know I saw some videos on YouTube where they sit there and they're actually what's it called? They're actually like CarPlay and all that, but I don't need all that on the bike. That GPS was good because it went off GPS, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Yeah, just a little bit of cosmetic stuff. That different color, I'm actually going to get the fairings painted, but that's going to be in another video. Just look how mean that sounds when you're engine braking. Oh my, it sounds so mean. So another thing is, I was kind of iffy on getting another motorcycle. Oh yeah, I forgot about the quick ass cat right here with the quick release. But I was also what's it called, not really wanting to get another bike, because Arizona, I don't know, I'm pretty sure most of my subscribers and followers is Arizona, but accidents has been happening back to back. Like, it was like a point in time, like, I didn't realize how many bike accidents there was, and I think I was like too neglected and to realize how bad there was a lot of motorcycle accidents. And I think it's because, like, I was being naive on my bike, and then it wasn't until I got done with my bike that I was, well, not done, I'm going to say, like, in an accident. And it wasn't until I got into an accident to realize that there was a lot of accidents happening, like, non-stop, literally non-stop. And I think that's the most sad and scary part, like Arizona, I don't know what's going on, but it literally was like a domino effect. It was like back to back to back to back, like almost every day. Then it turned into like 3 times a day, and it was just horrible. And that was another reason why I wasn't trying to get another bike, just due to like having a niece and nephew, and they're getting older, and I was just like, I don't know if I should get another bike. But I had to. I feel like it's an itch. Like once you start riding, you get like an itch where you gotta keep riding. And so eventually I got this bike. So I know I don't have to go up in gears, but I just do it anyway. I know some people I talk to, they just stay in first gear and second gear the whole time. But it's all good. I think I just like hearing myself engine and brake more. I totally forgot I could lane filter. I will say the one thing also I noticed about riding, like I had to get used to getting in that riding position. The 1000 is definitely more aggressive than the 750. So the riding position was kind of, I had to get used to that. Plus, remember on my accident, well, I haven't talked about that, but my whole right side was messed up in my back. So I also had to get used to feeling old injuries from that. When they be braking at the last minute, it'd be crazy. The dog, that's what it does. Keep looking at me like, yeah, keep riding, keep riding. It's so funny. Fine, don't look at me. Bro. Dang, QT Pat. I haven't been there. I haven't had to go fill up on gas yet. So. And I'm not gonna lie, like it was taking me a while to go back into neutral. It was taking me forever to figure out neutral. Like I was not used to this I like it.
When I'm walking through the valley, I won't fear an army.